Welcome to Permabear, Captain Ed here.
Hi, I'm Chef Aaron, first mate as well. We're here on the beautiful Bali 5.4 named Permabear.
Great. So, how'd you guys get into chartering down here? What's your background?
Well, we got into chartering here. We thought we were going to sail around the world, and we decided to go south and for a shakedown, and we just kept coming back. And before you know it, Aaron thought it would be a really good idea to start chartering.
It was all my idea. I decided that a lot of the things that we've done in life, sailing a boat, entertaining people, planning parties, that it kind of fit that we should be on a boat in a beautiful spot. So that's what we've been doing.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys definitely have a lot of charters under your belt. What would you say your favorite charter memory was?
Well, anytime that we can put somebody behind the helm and let them have the experience themselves and have a really good time doing it, that's always a good experience. That or watching them catch a tuna online while we're sailing. So it's controlled chaos. That's always a good time.
Yeah, we've got this great little gig going where Ed can get a good tuna, and in 30 minutes, I have ceviche on the table for everybody. It happens almost every charter. We don't know how we've gotten that lucky, but he's so good at fishing, and it's something that charter guests really remember.
Great. So, when it's not charter season, what do you guys like to do in the off season?
Well, when we're not chartering, we're working on our own boat. And when we're not working on our own boat, we're doing some camping in our RV, or we're fly fishing, or
The motorcycles.
motorcycles. Yeah.
Which we're doing a little less of. We also really like to get back to see family, and just to catch up with people that are not down here in the VI.
Great. And where are you guys from in the States?
I'm from Chicago, and we that's where our sailboat where we started sailing, and
He was born and raised in Newfoundland and then eventually made it to Chicago, where we met. We spent most of our lives in the Chicago area. We're Great Lakes sailors. We're very proud of how well we learned to sail on Lake Michigan.
right.
Definitely an inland ocean, everybody.
That's what they say.
So we've spent a good amount of time, 30 years sailing the Great Lakes, and then wound up down here and really fell in love with the people and the place.
Awesome. So, what would you say your favorite vacation was, and what made it special?
I think that the most my favorite vacation was when we decided to sail around the world and we arrived here in St. Thomas. I think that was the springboard for where we are today, and it never gets old.
Yeah, it was the most life-changing thing that happened to us. As sailors, you hear about the champagne sailing down here, you hear about the beautiful water and the perfect weather and the snorkeling, and you kind of know it's there, but until you come live it and experience it, you just really don't have a concept of how powerful it
Yeah.
is.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, speaking of which, what would you say your favorite area is to bring guests to on charter in the Virgin Islands?
I love Maho. It's the first place we stop every time we came here in our own boat, and it's our go-to place when we're off charter.
It's hard to argue with it. I mean, sea turtles, beautiful vistas, the water is perfect. Just every bit of the vibe of being in Maho, we call it Maho magic. We really love it.
And we also in BVI we like the baths.
The baths and honestly, I like Prickly Pear just because it's a national park. It's usually a totally abandoned beach. And it makes people feel like they have an island all to themselves. It's one of our favorite places to bring guests. Really beautiful.
Absolutely. So, speaking of guests, what would you say that you hear a lot from the guests after charter, and what do they like about you guys?
Well, I find that many guests like the fish, and I like to watch guests fish.
Right.
I mean, that's my favorite.
He's really good at getting them on a fish.
I like their excitement. I live for their excitement when they hook into a nice tuna, when they're surprised by a mahi, or I mean, and then Aaron will turn around and have it
Cook it
ready.
up,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll cook it up and have it ready for us for dinner.
I think the thing that I like the best, and Ed always talks about this, is he warns them ahead of time as they come on the boat. It's going to take you 1 to 2 days to finally let go and really relax into this vacation. And that's what our goal is how to let you let go,
Right.
connect together as a family. Or friends, really the idea when you're here, you're in a really kind of intimate relationship with us, tight on a boat, but our goal is to constantly
Right.
make people feel like they could just release and
And to
totally
reboot.
enjoy and
To reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to let go.
People comment a lot in the book about how safe they feel with Captain Ed, that he has always got eyes on them watching. And for me, I think that they hear a lot from me at the beginning, where I'm really attentive to how they want that vacation to go, what they want out of it, where they want to go. And so I think that people really feel well taken care of. That's
Right.
really our goal.
And then and food.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like number one is Aaron has a way of preparing comfort food that make the guests comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sounds awesome. So yeah, speaking of food, Aaron, let's talk about some of your favorite dishes to make, and why do guests love it?
So I think that I'm really good at desserts for one thing, but the meal that I really enjoy presenting and working on is the handmade pastas that I do. And lots of times, especially if there are kids on board, it's really fun to get everybody involved in it. If I'm making tortellini, everybody is stuffing their tortellini, rolling it up. It's amazing how fun it is to watch people make that, eat it, and everybody's blown away at how easy it is. Almost everybody finishes that meal going, I'm going to go home and make pasta
Right.
now.
It's the hands-on
Yeah,
experience.
it's the hands-on experience, I think, that I really like.
Sounds so cool. All right, so yeah, Aaron, what would you say influences your cooking style then?
I want to say that I'm a piggy. I love food. I love food. And growing up in the Chicago area, I was able to eat at some of the top restaurants in the world, and I was constantly trying to mimic, expand, create what I enjoyed eating. And so it's hard to say a specific style, because I just love everything. I love, going farm to table is really what I work hard to do, and we have some pretty good resources down here to be able to do that. So fresh and healthy. I think people comment a lot about, I didn't think I was going to eat this healthy on the trip. So I work on trying to have that experience that I loved, eating at really good restaurants. So thank you for watching. We really hope that you come join us on Permabear.
We're looking forward to seeing you and having you on the boat.
Yeah.